Hello everybody, what is going on? My name is Calvzone. Welcome back to our Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous playthrough. We have just finished clearing the Tower of Esterod, a very hard fought battle that took me only 2 tries. We've looted it. We're looking pretty good. I think this was the last time gated thing we needed to complete. So with this done, actually, we should probably hold on before we leave. Let me heal. Let me throw some healing out here. Honestly, I could probably spam some cure light wounds. And she can heal herself once per long rest. And heal Lan. And then Darren can heal. Okay. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to hard save before we leave here because I believe an attack at Defender's Heart is rather imminent. I have no idea if that's true or not, but I'm guessing. I'm always staying on my toes. But there's no more explanation points. We will be going to all these if they don't go away. But for now, I'm going to try to get Irabeth. I'm going to try to get back to Defender's Heart. And I'm hoping that this fight does not proc, because I would love to sell everything and then get prepared. Just make it home. Come on, make it home. Say sweet. Okay. We gotta do some inventory cleaning. We gotta get ready. I'm gonna buy some more healing pots. See if I can get gear. I need to, I don't know. I need to do something with Trumwellin, dude. Trumwellin just does not be hitting. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why he hits. Like, he always misses. He doesn't, he's absolutely terrible. What up, Join Vein? Show me your wares. Bulk selling. All these are not going to get sold. Yeah, so we're gonna get 3,400 back. Do you have anything? Detainer? We definitely don't have the money for these. I don't know how you get 17,000 gold at the beginning of the game, guys. I feel like they're only there to make you like be like, dang, if only. Yeah, really not much. Okay, that'll clear up our inventory. Let's look at the magic items we have. Entrapping longbow, 1d8 when this hits for a critical hit. The thing is, I can't use a longbow. I don't think I have. Maybe I'm getting negative. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I turn Finian into a short crossbow. If my chance to hit goes up. Okay, it doesn't. Also, the damage is 1d4 minus 2. Yeah, I really need to find the min-maxiest version of the weapons I can use. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a heavy crossbow. It really is just a heavy crossbow. I don't think anything else is going to beat it. Which sucks because, like, man. Lexi, why is my dex... Oh, it's because we're exhausted. Okay. I'm not usually exhausted. The Claw of Jiska, a +1 flaming short sword. What's a +3 to hit for 2 to 8 damage. Well, okay, this is much better than that kukri, that's for sure. Okay, armor wise, well, we're definitely not making you wear any of those. Do you have a +1 buckler yet? No. We can increase your AC by 1. Awesome. You're our tank, so I do want you to be wearing the best gear we can get you at right currently. The cold iron rapier I still think is by far the best thing I can give her. I could give the sickle of the falter, but the cold iron I think is by far like the best. We don't have any like trinkets or anything. No, we don't. Yeah, there's really not much else I can load up on these people. And like, Woljif is as good as he's gonna get. Unless if I give him this sickle, it's better. So +4, 5 to 8 damage. This for 1 to 6 damage, okay? The dagger is just better. Just better by far. Yeah, there's really not much else I can do currently. This bow is so much better. We're just kind of cheeks, guys. I hate to break it to you. We just kind of don't do, we don't do good. But at least now we got 19 AC. If we whip out the shield, that should help out with us getting shot. Okay. Let us... Is there anybody to talk to? That we haven't? Did we talk to Holrun? I think we did. I think we're good. Let's get inside.
This way.
This way. I'll talk to you. Oh, I didn't. But they should live, hopefully. Oh no, what is this? Yo, a griffin just fell through the ceiling and turned into a man.
What in the name of the Green Mother's going on in this crazy town?
The ceiling gives way at a thundering crash, and a griffin lands on the floor of the tavern. In a flash, the creature transforms. A huge red-bearded man now stands before you. Folding his arms, he casts a proprietary eye over the tavern, and in a deep, booming voice, he asks,
"Who's in charge here? You there in the armor? Or is it you, tavern keeper? Or maybe it's you, old-timer? Oh, you, I remember. You were in that ravaged fortress with all the books. You can explain all this to me."
His nut-brown eyes bounce from Earbreath to Gimel to the storyteller, and then finally lands on you. Well, Trumwellin is not a very willful person. Well, what?
You've got all kinds of mayhem going on outside, is what? I want to know what's happening. All right. First things first. If by some chance you don't already know, they call me Ulbrig. Ulbrig Olesk. Chief of the Olesk clan. The one that gave Barzog's orcs a drubbing. What, never heard of them either? I'll be damned. Is this an illusion or something? One minute I'm laying myself down for a nap in a glade one summer's day, and the next I'm waking up among ruins and flames and monsters running riot. And no one knows me. But you see, my name's famous across Sarkoris. Where in the blazes am I? What's going on here?
You have heard songs that tell of glorious victory of an alliance of Sarkorian tribes of an Orcish horde led by a chief called Barzag. That was a long time ago, centuries in the past, before the demon invasion. Is it possible this man does not know that Sarkoris has fallen? You couldn't come through the door?
The door would have been smarter, right enough. I was asleep too long, that must be it. My head's all muddled. I remember I was flying over the city looking for something, and when I found it, I just drove straight for it. Roads and roofs be damned. But what was I looking for? Drinks? Warriors? Oh, that's not it. Or maybe you. Was I looking for you?
You said you saw me in a library when, well, actually, no. This feels like my character's like, I don't remember you at all. You said you saw me in a library? When was that?
Now, let me think. Strange that the memory's in there, but it's all broken up in little pieces. So, I opened my eyes, I saw books and stones around me, and you were there. Then I was flying over the city. I had wings. And then I was in this here tavern, and then I saw you again.
In the library, there was a stone statue of a griffin. It came to life and suddenly flew off. Was that you?
A statue, you say? Strange. I don't remember being turned to stone. But if it looked like a griffin, then it must have been me. Take a gander at this. Don't worry, I won't scratch you. I'm no werewolf, I'm a shifter. My powers were granted to me by the sacred griffin Eirvar, who protects our clan. I doubt you've got any other griffins flying about this city of yours.
You're saying you fell asleep in Sarkoris and woke up here?
That's what I'm saying to you. I was plucked like a fish from a pond and carried off to God's nowhere. All right, that's enough questions from you. Now answer some of mine. Where am I, and what's going on here?
You're not on Galarian anymore. This world is called No Hopia, and every day just after lunch, we get invaded by demons.
You overplayed your hand there. No hope here, you say. Demons invading after lunch and dragons at every full moon, no doubt. And this moon of yours, I'll bet it's made of cheese.
Ulbrig listens to you in silence, but his expression becomes more and more bewildered as you speak. At last, the big man explodes in a fit of rumbling laughter.
Fine. If you don't want to tell me what's going on, don't. We're in a tavern, not in the middle of nowhere. There's plenty of folks around. I'm sure one of these people will tell me what's happening here. There's one thing I do know without asking. You've got a tough fight on your hands. I'm not one to wait on an invitation to a brawl, so if you're making ready to break some demon horns, I'm going with you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a taste of whatever ale they brew here.
Sick. Now, I don't know if I can use him as the tank, but I would love to have him in the main cast of the party. What can we do here? I think we got to tell Silo about the victory. Yes. Okay. Just in case this prompts the fight, I don't want it to. The Tower of Estrad has been cleared of demons, madam. Great. The places where the demons have gathered need to be cleared one by one. They don't need to stab us in the back when we take the Great Garrison. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Okay. Let's just go over. Yeah. Mule. What do you've got? How much money do we got? 300 is pretty expensive. Sure, man. I'm really tempted to sell these. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, that's a lot of money that I could be getting. Currently, right now, I guess I don't really need it. I don't need to sell it. Dang, if only I had a wand of remover negative levels. Oh, wait. Ooh, maybe he has that. You have greater restoration? No. This ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously against the falling spells. Okay. Oh, we need that spicy pastry recipe, of course, of course. Come on. Bottomless mug. +2 saving throws against fear effects for an hour. Oh. We don't have a drunken monk, unfortunately, but I will buy that. Let's see. Woldif, do you have anything that I could use? Show me what you can get with your thiefling connections. New recipe's cool. Okay. Holy water could be useful. Poisonous dart. Gnome hooked hammer of discipline. Well, that's funny that he has a gnome hook hammer. Okay. That's a gnarly looking weapon. This looks like just a bunch of junk that I probably sold to him. Okay. He has nothing. Maybe the priest. The priest is my last Hail Mary. Isali Rathimus. Show me what scrolls you're selling. I need a scroll. You might have it. He might have it, guys. Nope, I don't want all 14. Oh no, where'd I put them now? I just want one. Just one. Yes. Okay. You probably just sell no crazy weapons, nothing like that. Natural armor, ring of protection, braces of wizards. $12,000 though. Okay. Do I have an optimus kit? What is that? What's in here? You never know when you're gonna need to craft some crazy stuff. This is a regular +1 breastplate. I mean, I guess I could throw it on Sela. Let me see what I can throw on everybody. Sela doesn't even have a shield, bro. Okay. Wait. Get out your reset. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and gear everybody up the best I can. +0, 1d8, +1, 1 to 6. Okay, she really is not meant to attack, huh? Ulbrig. 21 AC. You are kind of cracked, my brother. Don't know if you need weapons, but I'm going to 6 to 11. That is better. Hell yeah. That's a hell yeah. Oh, brother. He's got a belt of giant strength. Oh my god. Menace. Absolute menace. Ninio can't hold any of that. You can use a sickle, but that was worse for you. This bow is just worse. Okay, I'm gonna sell off everything. You get some money back. Okay. Get some money back. Sweet. We're looking good. I need to... It's Woljif, right? Can I just click on Woljif and have him use this scroll? I need to buy 2 of them? You're kidding me. Okay. Well, it's worth it. It's worth it. We need them at a peak. Okay, I really could use a searching thing. That would be crazy. Is it still at the bottom? It's right here. Brother, please. Also, these negative levels are draining me dry money-wise. These are so expensive. Holy crap. Woljif's level 4. Okay, we're doing good. How much AC does she have? Just 24. We'll have to see how I can adapt my party. Can I just put my boy let's talk to there's a bird. Oh, hey there. Just the lad I wanted to talk to. To your health, by the way. Ulbrig sips the beer from his mug. I asked around here about the city and about the whole hubbub. Who you lot are fighting and why, and the more I hear, the less I understand. So, no hope ya, huh? He chuckles. You pulled my leg good there, I'll give you that. But the rest of these city folk are no better. They told me things that made my head spin. Everyone from the tavern keeper to a knight has given me the same hokum. They also saw Chorus was burned to the ground by a bunch of Oglins 100 years ago. And Canabras, that godforsaken village, the size of a pig snout, was turned into this massive fortress to defend against them, which means I must have slept for 100 years and didn't notice a thing. So what am I to make of all this? Am I a barmy one? Or is it everyone else? Or maybe we've all been bewitched by Fae and are living in the yarn they're spinning. Talk about a doozy. Ulbrig scratches his beard. I want to ask you something. Oh, man. Oh, that's right. I had questions of my own to ask you. Explain to me plain and simple. Back when we first met, what was that all about? How did I end up in that fortress with all the books? Why did I wake up right when you came? This is horse feathers. The griffon statue had stood in the library for decades. It happens to me all the time. I can't take one step without griffins soaring all over the place. Yeah, and dragons jump out of every bush when you walk by. And whenever you see a beer keg, you're too scared to open it. You never know when there might be a kraken inside, eh? Alright, now for some serious talk. The griffin statue had stood in the library for decades. Does this mean I was napping inside the statue? And what woke me up was probably being near the grasshopper god. As smashing the city with his scythe. I'm a heavy sleeper, but no one could have slept through a whopper like that. No, it still doesn't make a lick of sense. Right, so what is it you wanted to ask about? Tell me about your homeland. I'll tell you this, Sarkoris isn't a country. Sarkoris is a whole world. Just imagine a lynx standing over the edge of a snowy wood in the north, perch splashing in the Selen in the east, furry bumblebees buzzing over the blooming hills of the south, and everywhere you look there are people, the likes of which you won't find anywhere else in the world. They're the bravest in battle and the fleetest in dance. Hundreds of tribes, each with its own legend, song, heroes, gods, and spirits. Now you tell me, could a land like that really have perished because of a few grasshoppers? I won't believe it, ever. Alright, my turn. Oh wait. All right, now your turn. Where do you hail from? Who's your tribe? I don't remember my past too well. Who I am, where I'm from, the memory's all hazy. That's tough. That's like having a whole chunk of your soul torn out. I hope it all comes back to you. Try putting a spruce cone under your pillow. They say it's very good for your memory. You're from the Oles clan, right? Tell me about it. Our clan is one of the oldest. Our history goes back before the time before Sarkoris was settled. When our ancestors lived in the mountains in the far north, once the mountains' home had become too small for them, they went down to the untrodden hills and the forest of the south, drove out the monsters and the giants, and founded Sarkoris. Even back then, the Olesk were the first into every battle and the first to build a settlement on the land. People wrote so many songs about our deeds that if I were to start singing them all now to you, we'd be stuck here for a good month. Who routed the Orcus invaders? Who seduced the Fey Queen and stole her tiara? Whose apples are the size of a hair, and whose ciders made from those apples can knock a bear out? That's right, it's all from us, the Olesks. If giants lived here before your ancestors came, can you really call the land untrodden, can you? You're a laugh. You're saying giants are people? Have you seen one with your own eyes? They can't even speak our tongue. They just growl and fart. They may look human, but they're dumber than frogs. All they know is eating and fighting, and they feast on human flesh, I'll have you know. So don't feel bad for those freaks. Our ancestors were right to cut them down. Okay. What's your role in the tribe? I was the chieftain, and not by right of blood, like in some tribes. It takes more than being born into the right family to lead the Olesks. You have to earn the right from our divine patron, Arvaher. I'm gonna butcher that. The heavenly griffin chose me. Ulbrig chuckles mirthlessly. Except, as you can see, it didn't do my clan much good. The chieftain's duty is to be with their people, in peace and in war, and in life and in death. And what did I do? Abandon them. There's no two ways about it. I missed everything. I slept through everything. Tell me about your patron, the griffin. The griffin whose beak has been marked by the sun and whose talons have raked the moon. Ulbrig crosses his arms in a ritual gesture. He's the ancient protector of our clan. From each generation, he chooses one who is worthy of wielding his power and leading his tribe. But ever since I woke up here, he hasn't spoken to me once. No prophetic dreams, no answers, no signs. His power is still with me, so he must be alive. Then why is he silent? Thank you for your answers. I'm always up for a chat, especially when there's still beer to be drunk. Okay, soft grass underfoot. Woo!
Forwards! No, backwards.
Ember, why are you in my bedroom? The elf in front of you is young, still an adolescent, but by the standards of their long-lived folk, a child. Childish, carefree smile places on her face, and her wandering eyes linger on you for a moment before darting off in the distance again. Terrible scars cover her body, and a few fingers are missing. A crow sits on her shoulder, observing you with clever black eyes. You're always so cheerful. How do you manage to be so hopeful when surrounded by such horror? Hope? She tilts her head and continues with a smile. No, hope is a lie. What should we hope for? The world is in the hands of demons. The gods can't help, or they don't want to. Or they forgot about us altogether. The people that know they're about to be eaten by demons, but they still quarrel with each other and fight and steal. There's no hope, only us. We'll have to win without hope. It will be hard. The entire abyss is against us. We can only win by some miracle, which means we'll have to make that one happen. What choice do we have? We'll have to work out our miracle and win because we have to. I have to go now. So go. Okay. Let's see. Can I? There we go. What's going on here? Alright. We can finish. Not craft potions. What? Side characters was on the global map. Still check world. Okay, so we just can't be making potions. Saving throws 1 temporary HP. Now we'll just do this because it's easy.
So you're the fella, I mean the gentleman who threw the party on the boats? I remember that. We had some fine fishing that night.
If by that, you mean that you thieflings plucked drunken aristocrats who had fallen overboard out of the water and stripped them of everything but their fillings, then I should think that was closer to seal hunting than fishing.
Okay, got our food. Didn't tell me if I made the scroll or not, but I'm gonna assume we did. Okay. Demons! The demons are attacking! Please talk to Irabeth as soon as you can. Help us defend the tavern. Well, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for battle. Do you have anything to say? Okay. Well, we're as prepped as we can be. Everybody's got the +9s and +10s. Lion has a +11. I don't know why his plus is so crazy. He's got a +2 from this bow. He's got a +4 from that. Oh, actually, I can hover over. I can tell you why. Oh, it's because he had a weapon bonus. But also... Oh, my size gives me a +1. Okay, I understand why I'm worse than he is. Okay, let's see. How long do I got? I got 4 minutes, guys. I don't want to cut the battle in half. You know what I'm saying? So, whenever I sleep outside the walls of the Defender's Heart, I'm plagued by terrible dreams. Can you help me? The priest studies your face. You look tired, but otherwise entirely healthy. If it were anybody else, I would simply tell you to go get some rest. But we're on the border of the world wound, and I'm all too aware of what's happening to you. As you know, the wound is a rift between Galarian and the Abyss, and all the evil that feeds into the Abyss does the opposite in our world. It feeds on Galarian. So it is that even when we cannot see demons near us, our ultimate foe, the Abyss, is always surrounding us. Many soldiers fighting in the world wound experience similar things. They suffer terrible nightmares, get no peace, and sometimes even lose their mind. But we are trained to help you with this affliction. By the will of Abadar, I have consecrated an altar here. The god's grace permeates the space around it and soothes one's souls, quieting thoughts during rest. So if you find your nerves fraying, seek out a holy place like this, approach it, and all the corruption will be cleansed from you. May Abadar aid you. Guys, I'm gonna kill 3 minutes. I mean, I guess I could end it, but I can also talk to everybody.
For me there, I wonder.
Your speech. Oh, so you're Horgus's daughter. You discovered my most terrible secret. Father cares so much about the Gwyrm name that he raised me in our own mansion, hiding me away from the world. I'll always be grateful to my father for everything he's done for me, even if Mindev society disapproves of some of his decisions. Would it be insolent of me to beg you for your discretion regarding what you know about us? Celia's words are polite, but her tone grows cold and sharp. Let us keep this our little secret. I assure you, my father and I appreciate loyalty and decency. For both myself and my father, I thank you for your understanding. I found a number of interesting implements and accessories in the Gwyrm mansion. How kind of you to share that you went through Gwyrm's dirty laundry and drawn some bizarre conclusions. If you value my company, please refrain from making such insinuations in the future. Your speech tells me you're of noble birth. Camille laughed. Her practiced musical laugh, she watched you from her lowered lashes. You're most insightful, a fine quality to have. Her laughter ends, and the unspoken words hang in silence. Well, I suppose we all have our good and bad qualities. I wouldn't have pegged you for a philosopher. I won't keep you. Okay, guys. Is your... No, that's the guy that needs to... What a bulge. If you got anything I can talk to you about. Are you really staying in the party, or are you just waiting for a chance to run off? Huh. As if I could. There's demons and dangers around every corner. The tiefling stops. Don't you worry, Chief. I'll work off my debt honestly. I won't stab you in the back or go on the run with your money. And if you buy my wares, I won't have to leave at all. Okay. Whatever you're free to do as you please. Okay. Well, guys, I successfully killed all that time. Next episode is the battle for Defender's Heart, and I expect it to be long. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be a long episode. It's gonna be super long, but we're finally gonna get out of Act 1. Actually, it's like the prologue. Thank you all guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I had to kill a little bit of time, but you know, I didn't want to start the battle and then like, you know, not keep going. So got some dialogue out. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see all of you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye bye.